Hi.
We are.
I think I'm going to have a heart attack. Well, I have had the experience of being in the vortex a couple of times, like that I am very happy, I'm having fun with friends, I'm laughing, and then it's like I'm vibrating so high that one door opens and all the things I wanted or something I wanted is there, bam, and like out of all possibility, you know? Like, wow, how is this happening, you know? So I have that experience. And I have listened you for a while. So it's like I know all you say, well, not all, but, you know, I have the theory, like, clear, all the things you say. But I still don't get what I want. I mean, I have some big desires that doesn't manifest. And I know that most of the time I'm thinking, well, I'm not having it, and I don't look to the desire. I'm looking to the absence of the desire. And yes, I meditate every day, and I write positive aspects, and you know all the things you told us to.
So, in terms of theory or the laws as you hear them to be, you can feel the validity of them, and you have expectation, and you have that idea, at least within you, of unlimited possibilities. But as it's playing out, while some things seem to come about, you're feeling doubts about the process or doubts about your ability?
Maybe it's doubts about my ability, or I don't know. I'm sure that I want to let things happen because I'm tired to make things happen, which is what I have done all of my life. For example, I'm an artist and I paint portraits, and I come from Europe and I get my artist visa to live in New York for 2 years. Now my visa is going to expire, and it's difficult to get another one, and I didn't got what I really wanted. I mean, if I look at it, I have accomplished a lot of things.
All right, so everyone can relate in some ways, yes? So let's talk about what could possibly be sort of holding you up. What's in the way here? And we're going to give you some examples of some things so that you can feel the loosening up of the energy around this. And it is our absolute promise to you that you'll find clarity from this conversation. So let's just chew on this for a little bit. We want to start with the premise that we are mostly here in this room in agreement with, that you do create your own reality, and that what's coming to you is coming in response to your vibration. And that while it is helpful for you to be sometimes standing in a place where something that you want doesn't come about this red hot minute, which causes the desire to be stronger, and sometimes you have lived the experience where you thought you wanted that and that didn't come about, and then something that you really wanted more did come about. There are all of those kinds of things, but we want to leave all of that aside and just talk about what can I in my human form do as an applier of the laws of the universe as I understand them to be in order to get better results. How can I get the law of attraction working for me? How can I line up with the laws of the universe in a way that I can direct my thoughts and work with the energies that create world in order to get more specific results and responses for me? Is that a good premise to begin with? We want to talk first about a subject. Any subject. Like, let's take the subject of money, and let's make it a really simple way to look at it. Let's call it the money stick, because on one end of it is abundance and on the other end of it is not enough. So let's pick up the stick called money or abundance, and let's put it in our pile of sticks. Now let's pick up the stick called relationships. Delicious relationships, hard relationships, and let's put the relationship stick in the pile of sticks. Now let's pick up the physical well-being stick, vibrant health, feeling bad, put it in the pile of sticks. And so let's put all of these subjects of sticks in this pile. We've got a great big pile of sticks, and on this end of these sticks is a wonderful, delicious, lovely to live life, and on the other end of the stick is the exact opposite of that. It's the living without the things that I want. So now let's take this pile of sticks and let's let life come to us, because we've got a pile of sticks. We've been stacking up that pile of sticks all through our physical life experience. Relationships with life have caused us to identify those subjects. Plus, we've read a lot of books and we've talked to a lot of people, and so there's just a whole lot of information about what life is, and we have our personal feelings about it. Some of it because of the culture we were born into, some of it because of the maniac mother that we were born to, some of it because of the man we married who beat us up on a regular basis and we didn't see that coming, some of us because we took on a job that we weren't really ready for and we excelled anyway. The reason our sticks are as they are, and the reason our beliefs are along those sticks in the way they are, is because of our reaction to life experience. And so here we stand with our individual pile of sticks that we've established, and it sort of is what it is, because our vibration is where we last left it on every subject. And usually the reason our vibration is where we last left it on a subject is because we were reacting to life. It's because most of our vibration is in response to what we've been observing. Doesn't have to be that way, but it's just the way it is for most of our piles of most of our sticks. So can you sort of accept that premise? Don't let it feel bleak to you. We know it feels that way right now, but this is going to be so helpful. Now let's assign some emotions to these ends of sticks. This end of the stick feels like love and enthusiasm and invincibility. It feels like passion and eagerness. It feels like appreciation. And this end of the stick feels like fear and guilt and blame and hatred. Now, you know the emotional scale. There are a lot of emotions in between these subjects, but let's just stick, for the sake of this demonstration, with the strong emotions, the ones that feel really good and the ones that feel really bad, just so that you can feel these stick piles, these piles of sticks, these sticks in a pile. Got a visual. So now something happens in your life, and let's say that it was before you knew about meditating. You didn't wake up with any deliberate intention, and something happened in this day, and we'll just offer some examples. This is not your example. I went to work. I was almost on time, just a couple minutes late. I got a dirty look from somebody that I don't care what he thinks, and then somebody said something really rude to me. So now that's where I'm activated. All right, so now here's what we want you to hear, and we've given it such a big build-up that it's going to surprise you how important and easy it is to hear this. So what's that emotion when someone disrespected you? Do you feel disrespected? Do you feel insecure? Do you feel fearful? So now, because of this one subject, which we'll call it the stick called my current job and how I feel about it. I would like a whole different job. I really don't like this job. And this happened to me today on my job. And so what emotion I'm feeling as a result of that is not disappointment, it's stronger. Strong insecurity and strong defensiveness. And now suddenly, from that emotion, I'm relating to all the other sticks from that point of view. Mm-hmm. So now any other stick that has a sort of comparable emotion is now activated. So now all my life experience, a lot of it that did not have to do with that person, we were going to call him something else, asshole, jackass, that disrespecting whatever experience has now activated that end on all of those sticks. Also, when you activate one end of the stick, the whole stick lights up. And so now all your hopes and dreams, everything that you care about relative to that, is lighted up too. So now all of the ends of those sticks are lighted up, and all of the ends of these sticks are lighted up. Can you feel the tug of war that's suddenly going on within you?
Yeah, I think that my vortex must be about to explode.
So now let's get on the other end of the stick. Let's say that instead of just waiting for life to come at you and then having a knee-jerk reaction to it, which is then hard to control because it's a ripple effect, and now shortly every bad thing that's ever happened to you on every subject is active in your vibration. It's kind of how it goes, isn't it? Let's say instead that you've got a little bit of a handle on this, and you care about your mood, and you have been deliberately meditating every morning, and you've quieted your mind, and you are prone to making lists of positive aspects. And because that's the vibrational attitude that you sort of got underway with today, one of the very first things that happened to you at work was someone gave you a sincere compliment about something that you've been working upon, and you felt really happy appreciation toward that person, and you felt love coming back from them. Now just that one experience has lighted up that one aspect in you, since you were in the vicinity of it, and now all the other things on all the other sticks are active too, which means now you're in a place where you're in the receiving mode on every subject that is important to you as you are moving through your life experience. Now you feel turned on, you're tapped in, you're tuned in. Now the things that you really care about, the things that you really want, and so now one thing leads to another, and one thing leads to another, because you can't, no matter how hard you try in this multi-diverse world, you can't stay on one subject, but you can lean toward this end of the stick or lean toward this end of the stick. And our message to you that we really want you to hear is you must not let one thing on one subject be the thing that activates because it feels insignificant because it's just that one subject. No, it is not just that one subject. It activates all the other sticks. It becomes a bigger thing faster than you meant for it to be, and then you feel out of control. Then you say to us, I know how to meditate and I know how to do these things, but it feels like you're getting the 1, 2, 3 punch, or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't things seem to sort of come in rivers with lots of current? And so we want you to acknowledge that there's lots of subjects in your life, and there's lots of ways that you might feel on those subjects, but all you have to do is pick one really good thing and give it some attention, enough attention, a little over a minute is all that it takes, that it gets some momentum, and then all of the good feeling things on that end of the stick begin to light up. And do you know, it is as easy as we have just described it. And almost no one does it deliberately, because most people are used to knee-jerk responding to what's happening. And we love you so much, but you are problem-solving oriented. It's like the first question that we came to today. Our friend just now was really trying to get us on the other end of the stick. He just didn't have enough enthusiasm to really make us want to go there. We couldn't get him to be specific enough about anything to light anything up. Do you see what we're getting about? It was so general that it didn't move us there, where if you take something that is specific enough and you let the momentum get going, that's the way you get it.